Hello everybody, this is your boy, the Almighty Green Talents, coming to you with a video of some new that's kind of disturbing in a sense. A couple of releases from the Eagles organization. One release, a player release is over 30 years, and one from this season. Before I get right into it, please comment, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell on top, and don't forget to smash the likes because they get the videos circulating all over YouTube and social media for your enjoying pleasure. Pause. All right, let's get right into it. Some of you guys out there are not familiar with this this guy the Eagles drafted back in 1994 NFL draft. I watched that entire draft. A lot of guys went in the first round. You had a few busts, and you had a few guys that were all rookies, all rookie teams, defense, offense, special teams, coaches, all the above. This 94 draft. And matter of fact, this was the year after Jeffrey Lurie bought the team. If you guys remember, Jeffrey Lurie bought the team back in '93. So Jeffrey Lurie's first draft pick was Bernard Williams. You heard me right, Bernard Williams. As a matter of fact, the Eagles drafted Bernard Williams, and they drafted the defensive end from Boston College. I forgot his name. His jersey number 59. What is his name? What is that damn dude name? Name at the tip of my tongue. But anyway, I'm gonna stick with Bernard Williams. Bernard Williams was a first overall pick. Well, not first overall pick, but number 1 draft pick in '94 NFL draft. He played exceptionally well in his first year, but the following year, was he had an all rookie team. He made the all rookie team in 1994. 95 was the year that he was suspended by the league. Okay, now here's the catch. When they caught him, he was suspended for marijuana use, and he was suspended for 6 games. And then he got caught again, and that kind of gave him the entire year off from the NFL. So he was suspended for the entire year. Pope was suspended for 6 months, but he got tested again, and he was tested positive for marijuana use, and that's why he wound up being suspended for the whole season. Okay, here's how this comes. This is how it come to be. Rich Coty was the head coach at the time. And Rich Coty was also fired that same year, 1995. When he got fired, that's when the Eagles brought in Ray Rose that year. Because he got fired and the offensive coordinator got fired. And because Rich Coty was the one who made the draft choice. So I guess Jeffrey Lurie felt insulted of the draft choice because he got tested positive for marijuana use. So Lurie went on and fired Rich Coty and fired the offensive coordinator. But both of those guys were fired. I'm sorry. Not the defensive coordinator, the general manager. They fired the general manager. I forgot, general manager and the head coach. Both of them were fired in 1995 after Bernard Williams was suspended. And it ain't had anything to do with the play calling, even though the play calling was suspected. The 4 years that he was there. If you guys remember, Rich Coty became the Eagles head coach in 1990. From 1990 to 1994, he was there 5 years. And during those 5 years, I think he only produced 2 or 3 winning seasons that year. But that's another case, another time. But anyway, back to Bernard Williams. Like I said, he was suspended by the league probably 6 months, but he wound up being suspended for the entire year because he was tested positive again for the second time for marijuana. So they went and gave him the whole year of suspension. The next following year, he was eligible for reinstatement, which was '96. He was eligible for reinstatement, but he did not reinstate. He didn't want it. So he never came back to the league. And so the Eagles placed him on the suspended. He was on the suspended list for a long time, 30 years, 3 decades. He was suspended he was on the suspended list for 3 decades. So when Lurie took over, Lurie knew about this, but for the offer, for some reason, they decided to go ahead and release him. He just got released today by the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles went and released Bernard Williams from the suspended list, from the marijuana suspended list, whatever it was. He was suspended and got released today. He was released today. And I can't believe, because I thought he was suspended. Now, I thought he was released all this time. But the guy, 51 years old, he wound up playing in the XFL. He wound up playing in the AFL. And he wound up playing in the CFL, which was his last destination for play. And all this was in the 2000s. So now he's 51 years old. He hasn't played ball in probably a decade, a decade and a half probably. And they also released Myles Jack, the linebacker who they signed this offseason along with Cunningham. Cunningham had played extraordinarily well. So Myles Jack on and retired. When he retired, the Eagles had him on the reserve retired list. They just recently released him today. So Myles Jack is off the Eagles roster as far as the retired list, and they also released Bernard Williams. But Bernard Williams, that's the crazy thing about it. I mean, 30 years this guy has not played in the NFL. 30 years. And he played in the XFL, which was a league owned by the WWE at the time. The AFL, which is a Canadian arena football league, which is Canadian, and the CFL, which is also Canadian. So he played with 2 Canadian teams and 1 American team, which is the CFL, which is the XFL. So he had played. He just never played in the NFL. So I'm not exactly sure why he never decided to he never applied for reinstatement. I believe he was upset. I really believe he was upset about it, that he was suspended by the NFL for marijuana use. I think he got pissed off, and he just won't play in the NFL no more. So, but for a guy to make the all rookie team in the first year, only to get suspended the second year, really doesn't make any sense. I mean, I've known about this for a long time. I've seen people post this on Instagram. I've seen people post this on Facebook, and these are newer people who posting this. So, but these newer people, they don't know. They don't know nothing about Bernard Williams. See, I do. I'm 51 years old. I'm 52. Bernard Williams is 51. I'm 52. Bernard Williams born in 1972. I'm born in 71. So I'm a year older than he is. But it's just the matter of the fact is, to be on the what they call it, the suspended exempt. I think it's called the suspended exempt list. I think that's what it's called. He was suspended for 30 years in the NFL. Has not played another NFL down since. So the question is, will he get any compensation after being released from the NFL? That remains to be seen. I don't think so, because to me, you gotta to get any kind of retirement benefits, you got to be in the league for at least 10 years. And this guy only had 1 season in the league, 1 season. So you really don't get nothing from the NFL. If you do, it won't be much. If he do get something, it won't be much. Cause 30 years is a long time to be out of the league after being suspended for marijuana use. See, the NFL back in that time, you had players who were strung out on steroids, PEDs, all kind of pills that were detrimental to the NFL. Because the NFL got a list of drugs that players shouldn't take. Steroids, marijuana, and PEDs are probably the top 3. And there are other drugs out there as well that you really can't take. And there are some stuff like Metamucil that has some type of drugs in it that's on the NFL list. So you gotta be very, very careful what you put in your body these nowadays, because, and then at the same time you got to read what you put in your body, because if you don't, see, I think all the players got the list of drugs that's not supposed to be in your body. I think all NFL players had that. So and I believe when players go shopping and when they get stuff like a Metamucil or something type of dietary supplement drinks or some of that nature, they got to read on the ingredient list to see if any of those drugs are not on that container. Because if it is, they can't touch it, because see, players get tested every year. Every year, players had to take drug tests every year. Before the season even begins, you got to take the physical. Physical, that's why it's called physical for, because you got to take a P test, you got to take a blood test, you got to take different tests that prescribes against drugs. And if they find any of them drugs on the list in your body, you will be suspended 6 games. And if you continue to put it in your body, it's a year. So in the NFL started cracking down on that stuff back in the early 90s. And it remains in effect today. I just said I couldn't believe that Bernard Williams, after having a all rookie season, the next following year he got caught marijuana in his system. That's so sad. And then to be released off the suspension list these many years later, 30 years later, that's amazing. So that's one reason why that's why I'm completely blown away, because I thought he already was I thought he already was released. I didn't think that he would still be on the suspended list, but he didn't get released off the suspended list today. And man, he was still on the list all that time. I didn't think that he was. I really didn't. And I'm still trying to think about that defensive end. Oh yeah, that's his name, Mike Mamula. The Eagles had 2 first-round picks in '94. It was Mike Mamula, the defensive end from Boston College, and Bernard Williams, who I think played for Ohio State or played for some college up north. I could be wrong about the college, but I know he did play for up north college that he was drafted. So that's what it was. It was Bernard Williams and Mike Mamula. Those were 2 Eagles first-round draft picks back in '94. I knew. That's how I remember. Like I said, I knew. I would think of that guy's name at some point called Mike Mamula. Now, between Mike Mamula and Bernard Williams, Mike Mamula had the most long career year. He never became the player that the team hoped that he would be. He was serviceable, but he wasn't the guy they thought he would be. I think the highest career test he had was 8.5, and he had that when Andy Reid became head coach in 1999. The Eagles signed Mamula to a 4-year contract, and the most career tests, like I said, the most career tests he had was 8.5. He only have 8.5 sacks. That's a career high for him. But he finished. He got released. He retired. I think he has like 20-some sacks in his entire NFL career from 94 to 2000. Cause like I said, the Eagles signed to a new deal in '99. 2000, that's when the Eagles decided. It was either 2000, 2001. One of them years he got released. The Eagles released him. So that was the end of Mike Mamula. Mike Mamula still resides somewhere up north, but but between those two, he only one that had the modest career between him and Bernard Williams. Bernard Williams was a complete disappointment because he couldn't stay off the drugs. After he got taken the first time, He showed that they suspended for 6 games. But when you get, but the second test, if you come back and you in a team or NFL find out marijuana or any kind of drug in your system the second time, they will suspend you for the rest of the season. So that's something I don't know if he did. I don't know if he did that intentionally for the second time or what. I don't know, but whatever it was, he never properly reinstated. Like I said, I think he was mad about that. But you know, it is what it is. Life goes on. He's still alive, 51 years old, and who knows? Maybe he's still doing. Maybe he's still doing marijuana now. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, this what I wanted. That's what I wanted to say. Bernard Williams was released from the exempt retirement the suspension exempt list, and Myles Jack was released from the retired reserve list. And the guy I was trying to think about at defensive end, Mike Mamula, him and Bernard Williams were the Eagles' first-round draft picks in '94. So you guys enjoy your Friday. I'm enjoying mine. I'm trying to make the best of it. And I am out of here. Peace.